fallacy, right?
Right. You know what's amazing? In Mark's gospel, Jesus.
You've conceded the point.
No. Actually, I have no problem with your standpoint because it's ambiguous. That's the whole point. You're not sure.
It's ambiguous. How is that ambiguous?
It's
If I say
ambiguous.
I went to the crowd,
Right, because Jesus said
then
very
it's realistic
clearly.
to believe that I
Jesus
spoke to
says
both
very
Christians
clearly,
and Muslims.
you're asking for a sign.
Yeah.
I'm going to fulfill that sign, but yet no explicit statements in Matthew's gospel that he came back.
I think it's pretty explicit to say that he went
Where
to
is
a
it?
multitude
Where is it
of people.
explicit? Show me.
There are verses in the Gospels where it said that he appeared to
But
many
where?
people.
But many people could be many followers.
Right, but or you could just take a more fair approach
Apparently,
and
the
say,
500. Who's that 500? It's not
right.
clear.
So you think that all that 500 is just his disciples?
Well, what do you think?
Well, I think it's 500 that includes many.
How
different
many
people.
followers did Jesus have?
I don't know the exact number.
You don't know. That's the whole point. You don't know. That's my point.
Well,
That's
thousands
sufficient
in
for
his
me.
lifetime.
Right, thousands.
Oh, hey, man.
Right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you don't know.
Yeah.
So I don't
Okay.
know if Jesus really went back to the people and proved that
Right,
his
but
side of
a
Jonah.
sort of
So
common
that's
sense,
sufficient for me.
fair interpretation of the text says he probably did include people who were not
Right, so
friendly
he's
to him.
ambiguous. You're
Wait. How does
you're at least casting
okay,
doubts.
Okay, let's
sufficient.
apply the same standard to a verse in the Quran. Are you ready for this? Surah 48, ayah 2. Did Muhammad commit sins?
Did Muhammad commit sins?
Yeah.
Yes.
I want. Whoa, he did.
Yeah, it says Dambik. Yeah, but then what is the tafsir?
Okay,
Allah
so
forgave.
prophets do commit sins in your
You
view.
don't know that? There's a
no.
context. No,
So
wait,
you
wait,
reject
there's a-
the doctrine of
There's a
Islam?
context. There's a context.
Okay, what's
There's a
the
context.
go on.
All prophets
Yeah.
are immune from major sins.
Okay,
For
what's a
example,
major sin?
Idolatry,
Okay,
adultery,
okay.
fornication, etc.
Is child marriage one?
Oh, no,
Right.
I'm resisting-
Minor
we're not
sins.
gonna go
Wait,
there.
hang on.
Okay,
But
yeah.
all prophets
Yeah.
may commit minor sins in the
Minor
sense,
sins, okay.
in the sense that they may forget judgment, but they don't persist because God reprimands them. And for example, let me give an example.
Yeah.
Abasa wa tawalla. Yeah? In Surah Abasa. Do you know the context?
know
Right.
that
The
you
context
spoke
was
Arabic.
the
Yeah.
Prophet, peace be upon him,
Yeah.
was calling a tribe to Islam, the leader of the tribe.
Okay,
So he
yeah.
thought, look, if I'm able to invite him to Islam, that means all of his tribe will accept Islam.
Okay.
There was a blind man who was a Muslim,
Yeah.
and he wanted to ask questions to the Prophet.
Okay,
The Prophet ignored him. He
Yeah.
said, well, you know what, he's a Muslim. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he reveals Surah Abasa. He said he frowned and turned away, referring to the Prophet.
Okay.
That means
Yeah.
that Allah is reprimanding the Prophet, peace be upon him.
Okay.
But the Prophet didn't persist.
Right.
That's the whole point.
Okay.
So this is the opinion of Shaykh Islam Ibn Taymiyyah.
Okay, yeah,
Okay. And I think this is the majority of the consensus, by the way.
Okay.
That prophets
Yeah.
may commit minor sins, but
But
they
not
don't.
major sins.
But not the major
Okay.
sins.
Is lying intentionally a major sin?
Yes.
It is.
Depends
Okay,
upon
so
if your
in-
life is in danger.
Okay. Well, Muhammad said that it is permissible to lie in certain circumstances. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so Muhammad is committing major sin.
No, it's under certain circumstances. If your life is in danger, you
Right.
can lie. No
Well,
problem.
No,
One
those
of-
weren't the ones he said you can
Yeah.
lie to your wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, in order to please her. That's no
Right, so
problem.
it has nothing to do with
I'm saying
your
under
life is in danger.
circumstances. I'm saying if
Right.
you're lying intentionally without any valid reason,
Okay.
you lie. Yeah, you don't know about that.
No,
You
it's
said if your
just
life was in
you,
danger.
you said you started with that and then you pivoted to that when I put out the example.
Hang on. The point is this. I've already given you the answer. If you like it,
What
take
about
it.
when
If not-
Abraham lies?
Abraham, yeah, I know about that.
Okay, so was that a major sin?
No, it's not a major sin.
But he lied intentionally, and it wasn't under
But
warfare, and it wasn't to
wait,
his wife.
hang on.
Right.
Do you know the context of that story?
Yes, it's about the pagan statues in Mecca. But it wasn't.
Who was his wife?
I don't know.
You don't know, do you? Sarah.
Okay, sorry.
Do you remember the story?
Sorry, yeah.
You remember the story. So
Yeah.
you see, it's very good that you.
I didn't mean if you meant
It's
Sarah
very good that
Hagar.
you regurgitate the names and all that. But what do you know the details?
What is that relevant?
Did
Did Abraham intentionally
So
lie?
it's not relevant to know the
Did
details.
Abraham intentionally lie?
It's not relevant to know the
Did
details.
Abraham intentionally lie?
You see, the problem is if you don't know in details, that
See,
means
there
your
you
question
are.
is
This
invalid.
is-
That means your
No, it
question is
isn't. No,
invalid.
it isn't.
Tell me the story.
Okay, what I'm saying is this: is that
No, tell me the story of Abraham
when I
and
get
Sarah.
out,
No.
I think it's Surah 24. I think.
Now this becomes a problem, right? Because now he's saying that in order for you to criticize something, you have to know the full story. So now you can't criticize Christianity at all because you don't know the full story of anything. Sorry, Surah what? Sorry.
He's talking
I think
about
it's 24,
Ibrahim
but-
and Sarah. The fact that Ibrahim
Does anyone
alayhi
know,
salam was permitted to lie.
where-
But he doesn't know the context.
But he said you're not able to commit a major sin, which according to him is intentionally lying, unless it's in certain
I know, but let's try and
situations.
let's try.
It's in certain
I know.
situations.
Let's,
Not Muhammad.
wait. Let's try and read it. Okay. You mentioned about Abraham lying
Intentionally, yeah.
intentionally.
Yeah.
And what's the story of that?
Why is that
We
relevant?
don't need to tell
Oh,
the
so
story.
it's not relevant.
Why is it relevant?
What's the context?
So
Wait, okay, so you're changing what you said earlier to
No,
be
I'm
actually
asking you now.
You
It's
can
about the
give
details.
intentional lying,
It's about the details.
but only in certain situations that also include the one
So you
Abraham
should
was
know
in.
about the story of Abraham.
Okay, so-
who was his wife?
He was
let's
lying because
establish this.
Who was his
Sorry,
wife?
if I may.
No,
bro.
you first
Sarah.
established the story.
Let's establish this.
So ask him.
So you said
maybe-
that prophets can commit sins, but you made a distinction. There are major and minor sins.
Correct, that's
the
what we know.
example you gave for a major sin is ignoring a blind man. Chris asked
not
you,
major sin.
is lying a sin?
That's not major- that's
and
not
then
major
you,
sin.
That's not what you gave.
No,
Chris
that-
asked
you're,
you,
you're not imposing
quiet,
on me.
Rohan.
You're putting words in my
Chris
mouth.
asked you,
I
is
never said
lying
that.
a sin? You
Where
say
did you
yes.
say blind?
However, you
Ignoring
say,
blind is
one
sin.
second,
No.
you
First,
say
before
if your
you
life
lie.
depends
No,
on it.
stop him
And
there.
that was
I
the
know, I know,
only
I know.
example
Where
you
did you
gave
say that?
when lying is permissible.
No, mister.
Then Chris asked
Say-
you, wait a
listen,
second,
don't play
how
the
about
game.
when
But he gave
Abraham
example-
lied?
He gave the
And then
example of
somehow that
Abraham.
was okay.
He asked
right?
the example of Abraham.
Again, was
So I asked
Abraham's
him-
life
so I-
at risk?
I asked him. I asked.
Was his life at risk? Because
he
if
said,
not,
he
that
said,
breaks the
he said
condition.
Abraham lied.
Yes,
I
is
said,
that
what-
correct?
what is the
No,
context
wait,
of that?
brother.
You tell
Did
me.
you say ignoring a blind man is a sin?
No, it's not.
That's what he said.
That's what he said.
Well, actually,
No,
he
no,
said
no.
it was
The
a sin.
Prophet peace be upon him was reprimanded by Allah.
Yes.
So he
But they
committed a
don't,
sin.
he doesn't
No,
persist,
is
right?
that a sin? Is that what you said?
Yep.
It's a,
Did you
it's,
say that's a sin?
He did.
So, Raj, is that a sin?
it's not. That's not particularly a sin.
Oh,
that-
Raj,
look at
is that
that
a
one
sin?
destroying
Did you say
himself.
that to you?
It's not particularly.
Is
No,
that-
no,
Look
is
at
that
that
a
one
sin?
destroying
no, no, no,
himself.
no,
Oh, I
no,
love
no,
it.
no, no, no.
A house divided against
Wait,
itself
wait,
cannot stand.
no, no, no.
Jesus.
Subhanallah,
If
man.
lying is a sin, Jesus
wait.
is a
I
sin.
love it. I
One
love
second.
it.
Jesus is a sin if lying is a sin.
I love
because
it.
he said
Your
drinking
view of
poison
Ismail is
is
not universally
medicine.
accepted.
I love
One
it.
second.
Yes, he said that.
So who's right, Siraj or Rohan?
He said he
Who's
was
correct?
in
Who's
the house
Who's
of the
correct?
ground for
Who's
3
correct?
days.
How is it
He was
that
in
what
the
did
house
Jesus
of the
say?
ground for one day and 2 nights.
Siraj, you're hurting
Jesus
Dawar.
lied.
You're hurting the
He
Ummah right
said
now.
John,
You're hurting the
John
Ummah
is
right
you.
now.
Come again?
He said John is the Elijah. And John said, I'm not Elijah. So Jesus is a liar. Jesus is a liar. Jesus is a liar. According to him, Jesus is not a role model. John, Matthew chapter 11, verse 13 to 14, Jesus
Ummah
was
is
asked.
suffering today.
He said, John is Elijah. And
So
John
this
was
one
asked,
Salafi doesn't
John
agree with that Salafi.
120,
It's awesome.
John, he was asked, are you the Elijah? Chapter
a lot of
John
difference of opinion.
1,
Yep.
chapter
There's
1,
no
verse
Ismail in the
21.
Ummah.
John was asked, are you the
There's only
Elijah? He
despair
said,
in
I'm
the-
not.
in the dunya.
And
That's
Jesus
what I'm
said,
saying here.
John is Elijah. So who is the liar?
ultimately,
Jesus
what
or
we've
John?
agreed at now
So
is that prophets
Jesus-
do
Hold on,
sin.
hold on. You don't say Jesus says. Let's
Jesus
check in the
is a
Bible,
liar.
John chapter 1. Let me check
Yes,
what you say.
Jesus is a liar.
Yes, so he said. and
Accept it.
What part of
He
the
said
Bible? What
poison
part of the
is
Bible did
medicine.
Jesus say?
Mark
John
chapter
said-
16, verse 17 to 18. He
So
said
Rohan, you
poison
wanna carry on?
is medicine.
Yeah,
Your life?
So lying is a sin.
Abraham lies.
One
So
second.
now what?
A sin. Wait. A sin by definition means transgressing against the laws of God, right?
Sure thing, yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Or
we-
displeasing
we'll
God.
go
right?
with that.
With an
Now-
excuse?
now,
with an
wait,
excuse
wait,
or
wait.
without excuse?
No,
Explain.
No, it
give
doesn't
an
matter.
excuse. Give
Either
an
way.
excuse. Give
Doesn't
an
matter.
excuse.
This is
Yeah?
a sin.
So the prophet, peace be upon him, I'm giving you the context. The
No,
prophet,
give us Abraham.
He has to. I didn't bring up Abraham.
No,
he did.
you gotta bring
He
it up
put-
Shall I
because
educate you?
Abraham lies.
Okay, let me
So,
educate him.
You
David,
gave
it's not
the
how debate
criteria.
works. It's not how debate works.
No,
I
again,
didn't bring up
No, no,
that is
Abraham.
fine.
I will
He
explain
brought
it
up
to him.
Abraham
I know he doesn't
in
know
this
the
context.
context. He doesn't
You
know the
said
context.
that lies can only be done to save your life.
No.
In
Let me
Abraham's
explain to you the
criteria,
context.
that wasn't the case.
Yes,
Now
I will
what?
explain it
Okay.
to you. I'll explain
Now
to you.
what?
Abraham, according to the context.
Oh, so he's still different.
I'm explaining.
Yeah?
No, why are you giving him the
You
answer?
gonna defer?
He's the one that
You
brought
gonna
up
defer?
Abraham
Do you know
himself,
the
not me.
context?
Not me.
Do you know the context of Abraham?
Why? Okay,
Or you
explain
just
how the
mouth
It
it.
doesn't matter
explain how
what
the
context
context
is.
solves it.
Do
Explain.
you know the context? I want you to
You
admit.
tell me. You
Do
tell
you
me.
know it?
You're the Hafiz.
Okay,
Tell
do
me.
you know it? Yes or no?
I am
First
going
say
to
then I'll
summarize the
explain it to you.
context.
Do you know it?
I am going to summarize
Because I'm
it
aware.
in
Do you know the
one
context?
sentence.
Awareness is, if you're aware, you would have known the details.
Ask him.
Okay.
Okay, then tell me.
Do you know the
Tell me.
context?
Refute me.
I am
Do you
going
know
to
the context?
summarize it in
Wait,
one
wait.
sentence.
Do you know the context?
I don't want to spend
If
time
not,
on
then
this.
I'll explain
It's
it to
this
you.
simple.
Yeah, explain it to me,
No,
please.
no,
Okay,
no,
then-
no, 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 no. Don't spoon feed him.
Effectively, all that
Wallahi,
happened
don't.
was
Why
that
not
Because you know
spoon
why?
feed me? Spoon
I
feed me.
want him to
Abraham-
do
Give me all the
his
spoons.
research. Because
Abraham
you know
broke
what?
the
It's very
idol.
easy.
The people came
No, no,
and
no,
took
no,
the one.
no, no.
The people came
And
and
they
said
came
we
up to
broke
him and they
it.
said, "Did you
The
destroy
issue is
the
this.
idol?"
And
This
he
is
said,
what I learned
and
from
he
said,
Dawah.
"Ask the big
Don't
one."
Again, there you go.
spoon feed them.
Yes.
You tell them, do you know the context? Do you know the details?
Oh,
If they
great.
say no,
So now
then
you guys
tell
can't
them
talk about the
you're
Trinity
only
or anything in
regurgitating what
Christianity
other Christians
because you
say.
don't know the
Do
context.
your own
All you
research
know
and
is the
come back to
verses.
me. Will you do that?
Nope.
you
Stay
do
right
that?
here.
So I don't
Do you
know.
know
Right,
the
will you do
context?
your
Help your
research
friend.
and then
Help your
come back
friend.
next
Do you know
week?
the
Nope.
context?
Wait,
Do you know
I
the
don't
Nonsense.
understand what I need to research.
Do you know the
Tell me what I
context?
need
You're not
to
a baby.
research.
You're not a baby.
To me,
Nonsense.
even
You're not
him,
a
he
baby.
doesn't know the
I
context.
said,
You're not a baby.
did
I'm not
Abraham,
gonna speak
did
for you.
Abraham lie?
I'm not going to speak
Did
for
he
you.
lie?
He doesn't know the
lying.
context.
That's what I asked
All right,
him.
that
Do you
was
know
one
the
example, by the way.
context?
There were tons. You know that
No,
Noah's-
no,
wait,
no.
There are tons.
No,
of
no, no.
these.
It shows your integrity is not there.
Nope, that's
And
not
this is
true.
the issue.
I openly told you.
Your standard
Wait,
is
hang on,
that.
told you.
hang on.
I don't need to know the
Just like,
context.
for example, when I brought about the sign of Jonah,
Yeah.
did I just say 3 days and 3 nights? I gave it the context.
Yeah.
Wherever I speak, it comes with knowledge. I will not speak on things that I don't know. Even
Then
if I
don't talk about the Trinity ever again.
Even if I don't know.
Please
Even
explain
if
how
I
the
don't know.
context
Wait, hang
refutes
on.
my argument.
If I don't know even
Please
wait,
explain.
No.
Okay, if you won't explain,
Chris,
you
Chris,
concede the point.
Chris,
if you don't
Chris,
explain,
listen to
you
me
have
very
conceded
carefully.
the point.
You do.
Listen to
No,
me
he
very
doesn't know.
carefully. Listen to
He
me.
doesn't know.
I'm giving him the opportunity to refute
Chris,
me.
listen to me very
Refute
carefully.
me.
No, listen to
Okay,
me
there
very
you are
carefully.
then.
I'm not
Thank
going to
you.
spoon feed
There
you.
you
You're
go.
not a baby.
I said refute
How
me.
can
He
you
went no.
refute it
Chris,
when
Chris,
you don't
Chris.
even
There
know-
you are.
when
Let me-
you don't
wait,
even
wait.
know the
Tell
context?
me.
He made a
How can you
principle.
Tell
refute
me.
it
Siddharth.
when
He
you
says
don't even
lying
know the context?
is major sin.
When you
Abraham
when you
lies,
when
so
you
Abraham
lies.
lies.
when you wait.
Do you know where? Do you know where I got this from?
When you
I'll tell you where I got
responded,
this
when you
from.
responded, wait, one
Like
second.
you.
When you
There's no
responded,
sin.
my point regarding the
John
sign of
said,
Jonah,
I'm not
did I just brush it to one side?
Matthew
No,
chapter
no,
11.
no.
No,
Before
I
you
gave you the
found out.
context. I
Yeah,
gave you the
that's
context
fine.
behind.
John
Yeah?
chapter
Now,
1,
if I did not
verse
know
21
even
says,
0. Point,
But
wait,
can
one-
you tell me the context?
Please let me complete.
Given that you say
Please
you
let
know
me
it.
com- Please
The
let me
context
complete.
will help you.
Please let
Yeah,
me complete.
well, just
Please
tell
let-
me, tell me.
Please let me complete.
Yeah, it's not
Are you
my
going to
fault.
let me complete for these 30
Are you gonna
seconds?
tell me the
You made a
context?
standard. You
Let
said
me
that
complete
lying
for
is a
30
major sin.
It's
This
Now,
shows-
if
this
your
shows
prophets are lying,
you don't show your
but then they
integrity.
don't
You
lie
say
to
lying
this in their own
is
lives,
just
Just tell me the
sinning.
context.
No.
Ah, you are there.
No, I'm not gonna
Because
give
he
you the
could
context. I'm not
refute
gonna
me in
spoon feed
5
you.
seconds
Yep.
if he told me the context.
If you don't
apparently.
even know,
Apparently.
if you don't even know
But
the
he
basic
won't tell me.
narrative, you
Okay,
don't.
let me tell you. So I think the basic narrative is ultimately there were all these idols, yes, in Mecca at the Kaaba, right? And Abraham's there with some pagans, right? And what Abraham has done is he smashed all these different statues, different idols, right? But he left one, the tallest one. Then these pagans come along and they're like, whoa, all these statues are destroyed. And they look at Abraham and they say, did you do this? Or was it you who was involved in this? And Abraham turns to the statue and says, ask him. In other words, implying it wasn't me, it was the statue. They then go back, they then like discuss amongst themselves, and they turn to him and go,
No,
wait a
another
second.
one.
There you go.
No, he's lying. Not
Yeah.
another
No,
word.
is that correct?
Hey,
Is that correct?
That's your
Is that
interpretation.
correct? Is that
Don't say
correct?
another word.
Is that
Keep
correct?
Don't say another word.
Is that
Is
correct?
Don't say another
Is that
word.
There you are.
You see, you just
How
lied.
does this
You
help
just
you?
lied.
I'm
You just lied.
paraphrasing.
How does this help
Did the
you?
people of Abraham believe he was lying?
They threw him in the fire, so yes.
Go on, go on.
Yes, they threw him in
Go
the
on.
fire.
They put him fire
Go on.
because he lied or
Let's hear it.
because he
Let's hear it.
broke
Let's hear it.
all-
Did the
all
people
the
of Abraham
idols?
believe
He
that
was
Abraham was
lying
No.
about
What was
not
the
something
context?
else.
Why they
Let's hear
put
it.
him?
So,
What do you
You
mean?
deserve that
Salah is
treatment.
destroyed.
Go on.
Do you know the verse of the Quran? If
What do you mean? What do you
Wait,
mean?
wait,
I don't understand
another
what you
lie,
mean.
another
I don't understand what you
lie,
mean.
another lie,
Take
another
it.
lie, another lie,
I think it's done.
another lie. No,
What do you mean it's
another
done?
lie, another lie.
I'm not
What
going
was
to
done?
No,
You
no,
failed
wait,
to
wait,
defend
another
Muhammad.
lie. He
So,
said they put
here's
him
the
into the
problem.
fire because he
You
lied.
made a statement
The Quran,
that lying
Allah
is a
told
major
us they
sin.
put him into the
Now, what
fire
happens
because
to
of
you
what?
when your
Because of,
prophets lie? You're
breaking
committing
the
major
idols.
sins.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
now
So,
you're
and
going
they said-
against Sunni Islam
You need
and you're
to
admitting
support
that
your
prophets
idols.
can
That's why
commit
they
major
said
sins.
put him into the fire.
Thank you very
But
much.
he said because of
Thank
lying.
you. Exactly.
That
Another
does
lies.
not explain any of this.
Jesus
because
said,
ultimately what you're doing
John
now
is
is
the
admitting that
Elijah.
prophets can lie.
Did the people
So,
of Abraham
cowboys
say
and
he was
girls,
lying?
Rohan
Yes or no?
admits
In your
that
Quran,
prophets
it
can lie.
affirms that
Ask
Abraham
him.
told a lie,
Quiet.
and that is
Ask him.
affirmed
That's
as
according
part
to
of your
you.
Sunni
Ask him.
Islam.
Did the people of
In
Abraham
Sunni
believe that
Islam,
Abraham
in
was
Sunni
lying?
Islam, do they
Roman
say?
is doing
Did the
bad
people
dawah.
of
Hey,
Abraham
wait,
believe that
wait,
Abraham
wait,
was
Wahan.
lying?
Go ask the Muslim lantern. Go
Jesus
ask him.
lied.
Because
I
that's
don't
where I got this
represent
from.
Muslim
Because-
lantern.
Oh,
My
really?
point is this.
Do you know about him though? You know what he
Ask
says?
him.
He says,
Ask
he
him.
says that
Jesus
Abraham
lied.
does
According
lie.
to him, Jesus is a
Well,
sinner.
then that would
Today,
mean that
Christians
now,
admit
who's correct?
that Jesus is
Are
a
you
liar
correct
and
or
a
is he
sinner.
incorrect?
Hang on.
Jesus said John is Elijah.
Yeah.
Why
John,
is he
when
talking
he
about
was
John?
asked,
Why
John
is
said,
he
I'm not
talking about
Elijah.
John?
So who's the liar, John or Jesus?
Suraj,
Yeah.
we're
Who's
not
the
talking
liar?
about
Suraj,
Suraj.
I'm sorry,
Jesus
but
Suraj.
you can't
Jesus
read.
said,
I'm
Jesus
sorry.
said he will be in the heart of the
Suraj.
ground how many days?
Rohan,
3 days
don't
and
run.
3
Suraj, we love
nights.
you, but
But
you gotta
in Matthew chapter
Come back,
28
Rohan.
You know what?
and John
You know
chapter
what?
20,
Rohan.
Mark chapter 16,
You made a
Luke
principle.
chapter 24, it says
Defend
Jesus
your
was
principle,
in the
Rohan.
heart of the ground
That's all I gotta say.
for one
But the
night,
people of Abraham
2
did not
nights,
believe he
and
was
1
lying,
day.
right?
So Jesus
But the
lied.
Quran makes it
And
clear
he
that
said,
Abraham
"My
did
son
indeed
is
deceive.
It doesn't matter what they believe, but
So
he
It doesn't matter
lies.
what they
Like,
believe,
it
it
was
matters
Jesus
that the
the sinner.
Quran
That's why he
affirms
was
that he didn't
baptized.
There you go.
Baptism
If I tell you I'm
is
8 foot
always
tall
because
and you don't believe it, I still lie.
ask him.
And silence is my
You
proof.
said to me, I don't know the story.
What's the
I then
reason
told
for
you the
baptism?
story, and then you were silent.
A lesson to be learned here, yeah?
So did I know the
Oh,
story?
no,
Learn the
Rohan.
Did I know the
details before
story?
you make
Did I know
Rohan,
the story?
okay?
Did
You
I know
made
the
a
story?
claim
You didn't complete
that
it.
prophets can't lie.
But I did
right?
tell you.
He had to
You
complete
said
it.
lying
I
is
did tell you.
necessary.
He
didn't
had
I?
to complete
But I did
it.
tell you.
He had to
which
complete
proves
it.
to you I had studied it
go
beforehand.
learn and then come back.
Which proves to I
Go
studied it.
learn
And do you know who I
and come
studied it
back.
from?
Go
The Muslim
Learn
lantern.
and come back context.
Rohan,
I don't care about the
you're
Muslim
running.
lantern.
You
Oh, you don't care about
spoke
him.
without
You're running.
evidence,
Oh, okay,
without
but he says
evidence.
that Abraham did lie, but he
Without
says
an
Abraham did lie.
evidence.
There's a hadith, not in
Is
the
he
Quran.
wrong?
Okay,
Don't
did you
don't
know
lie.
that
Muslim
Noah...
lantern is not
wait,
that
wait.
ignorant.
Did he
He's
say
not
the
that.
No,
Quran?
he
Did
just
he say
confirmed
the
that
Quran?
yes,
You're
there is.
agreeing with
Abraham
that.
did
Did
tell
he
lies.
say
You
in
know
the
what?
Quran?
I'll check, but I guarantee
Alright,
he will
go
not
on,
say.
go on.
You're talking about the hadith.
So why don't you do your research?
talking about hadith, not in the
before
Quran.
you-
Come back.
I'm talking about
Exactly.
No, go start.
You
Go
see,
and
Sacha.
learn from your Ustad
Sacha. No,
Lantern
Sacha.
who
No,
ran
Sacha.
from me
I
and then
believe-
come back.
I believe the hujjas established against them ages ago.
Yeah, I
And
know.
there's no point talking to them. Wallahi.
Well,
You
you've
know
been
on the day of
talking for the
resurrection,
last 20
what does Allah
minutes,
say in Surah
but now
Al-Mulk?
you're running. Talking to Raj will save you,
Qad
right? You have to stay here and talk with
Rabbana,
us. Because you're here to
wa
defend your
qulna ma nazzala
faith. So if you're making statements about your faith, but you can defend it, then you have no right to even go around anywhere here doing dawah.
Have a good time.
Right?
love you, man.
That ain't ours, man.
According to
That ain't
Christians,
ours.
That's why you're wearing sunglasses.
according to Christians,
Okay,
Jesus is not
so
the way. but
you're
Christians
running
are the way.
away.
That's what shows his body language.
Christians
You're
are the
running
way.
away.
Jesus is not the way. Do you know why?
The both
the
of
God
you
of
always
Jesus
run.
is only God the Father.
Stay here
but the
and
God of
defend your
Christians,
God.
God the
Defend
Father,
his
the
God.
Son,
Defend his
and the Holy
God.
Spirit.
Defend his God.
Three.
Defend
The
his
God of
God.
three. The God of
Eyes
Jesus is
tells
only
you a
one.
lot.
So they are the way.
Look at my eyes.
Jesus is not the way.
I'm right here.
Anyways, goodbye.
Come here and give me a hug.
Goodbye. man.
Okay, you go home.
Come here.
Goodbye.
Come here and give me a hug.
Land. You need to search
Siraj,
up. Search up.
I
and
love
land.
you, Siraj,
No,
but you
There's
can't
no love.
read.
No. Jesus.
Siraj,
Jesus never
I
said
love
me.
you,
No.
but you can't read.
Now you're going against
Okay?
your book.
Your problem
Jesus said
is
hate
your comprehension
non-Christians.
is horrible.
No. Jesus
right?
said
I'm
hate
sorry.
non-Christians.
Unless you can
Jesus
find me a
said
verse
hate
where
non-Christians.
Jesus says hate
Non-Christians.
non-Christians
Do
in
not
the
welcome
Bible,
them.
then you're lying,
He said do
Siraj.
not welcome
Because
them.
you
How?
can't read.
He doesn't know
So
his Bible.
Siraj, I have
Open
one thing for
John
you.
2 John
If I were you,
1:10.
go
Open.
over
He said,
to
do not
Bible
welcome
Hub and I
non-Christians
want
in
you
your
to read
house.
the Bible
Do
in
not welcome
Arabic.
them.
Maybe
He said,
then
hate
you'll
your
understand
family
this.
as a Christian.
There you go.
Hate your family,
So,
your mother, your father because of Jesus.
People,
And here, Jesus preached.
what have we established
We love
here?
you, man. We love you. It's so
Where's the
good.
love?
So good. Oh, we love you.
Where's
Come
the
on,
love?
so much.
Right here,
Where's the love?
right here, right here. Come here, come here.
No.
The love. This is the love right here. Here's the love. Here's the love right there. See, look, he's running from it. I love you, man. Whatever. All right, Chris, just start and I'll go.
Yeah. Oh, sure. So
Where's the love, man?
I was walking across and I saw Rohan and I saw he was talking to a Christian about the story of Jonah. And he was trying to imply that Jesus said that when no sign would be given except like the sign of Jonah, and likewise the Son of Man will be for 3 days and 3 nights. He was basically saying that, but it wasn't 3 days and 3 nights, and therefore it's wrong. I gave my explanation and he went, actually, yeah, I agree, your explanation is correct, that makes sense. I thought, oh, that's good. And then he started doing this weird thing where he was like, well, Jesus needs to come back after having resurrected and then appear to the multitudes, including his enemies, to prove that he has indeed fulfilled the prophecy. And I was like, well, the Gospels say he appeared to many people. How do you know he didn't do that? And he was like, well, it's ambiguous. And I was like, what? That's so bizarre. Like, how is that ambiguous? But anyway, I said, look, that's the exact word fallacy. Let me see how you fare with the Quran. And I said, go to chapter 48, ayah 2, where it said quite clearly that Muhammad had committed past sins and future sins, and Allah will forgive them. Yep. He then went through the spiel of minor and major sins, and then completely forgot that Muhammad actually lied and intentionally lied and said it was
That's
okay
why
in hadith.
Jesus was baptized. He was a sinner.
Oh, I love you, bro. He's coming back for some more love. He's back for the love.
That's why Jesus was baptized in order God to forgive
Ah,
his
we
sins.
love you, man.
The Gospel of Luke,
Love
chapter
you.
3, verse 3.
Love you. One day you're going to be a Christian, Suraj. You're going to be the only Christian Hafiz. Actually, you'll be one of many. One of many.
Maybe.
That's why he lied. He said he would build the house.
Anyway.
All right. Thank you. And so, people, what then happened was Rohan's point was essentially busted. So now he had admitted that his prophets sinned. So he's going against what's the command? Sorry, Tashbih or whatever it was, the sinless prophet idea in Islam. Sorry, my bad. So the idea of Ishma. So Rohan has gone against the idea now that his prophets do not commit sin. He has admitted that they commit sin. However, he has said that they are only minor sins. Then Chris pinned him. Is lying a minor sin? Rohan says verbatim, no, only if your life is at risk. He gave one condition. However, Chris, being the Iceman he is, knows full well of the hadith that gives you 3 circumstances where you can lie, including it to your spouse. Now suddenly there are 2 other conditions where you can lie. So now we isolate this and showcase that in the Quran there are prophets who are lying and they satisfy none of these 3 conditions. So they are committing major sins according to Rohan, aka the Dawah Lion. So, Rohan, either you need to go back and talk to the lantern, right? And then understand exactly what your ijma says about this, right? Or your school says about this, or you're just doing bad dawah and you have now thrown your prophets under the Kaaba. Subhanallah, man. Subhanallah.
Okay. Any final messages to
That's it, man. I don't know. God bless you all. If you're a Muslim, reject Islam, reject Muhammad. He's a false prophet. Jesus is your way, the truth, the life. He is everything. He is your savior, your God. Accept him. God bless you all. Have a great day.
And if you're an atheist,
And accept Jesus even more so.
yeah.
All right, God bless. Take care.
Cut.